Hey there, I thought I would make a video today about what my husband thinks about me going on the Appalachian Trail for a thru hike in his own words. So here it is. Okay, so I have a few questions to ask him, and it's gonna be these will be pertaining to my thru hike that I'll be doing in 2021. I've already done one thru hike in 2018, so we've gone through this before, and this is round 2 pretty much. I just have a couple questions I thought I would ask him that we've gotten a few questions from other people, so I thought we'd make a video about it, so share the information with everybody. So the first question I have for you, this is Matt, my husband.
Hello.
The first one is, what are your thoughts or concerns about my safety on the trail?
So my thoughts would be that, well, first off, I'm glad that you've done it before because you have some of that knowledge, some of that experience, some of what worked, some of what did not work, including using the Gut Hook app and knowing either maybe when to start, what to avoid, what to go after, maybe traveling in groups. So as far as specifically, I think I'm not too worried this time because you do have that experience, but also at the same time, you have different tools at your disposal, or various other tools or techniques that that's going to assist you. And you know, even like last time when you felt like maybe if you're just scared of certain wildlife, that you're in your tent and you're turning on some podcast with some person that has a deep voice.
I did have that happen on the last thru hike. I was stealth camping one night and I heard and felt the vibrations of a bear outside my tent. It's easy to feel because when he was walking around, I could feel the ground literally vibrating just a little bit. And I know he was close by in close proximity. And I had a podcast with a really loud male voice on it. So I just turned that on the highest setting and the bear did go away. So yeah.
And I mean, in general, I feel like I'm not personally worried because I trust that you have that knowledge. I think I was a lot more worried maybe the first time, but you doing it a second time 2 years later, or well, sorry, 3 years later, this would be, you did it in 2018, now it will be 2021. I believe that you'll have a good handle on things, but still being cautious and safe.
Right. Well, good. Yep, I feel the same way. What are your thoughts on me being away from home for so long?
Well, it's hard. It definitely is hard. You know, if I had the choice of you being here or you going away, it would always be for you to be here. But you know, I know that this is something that you have to do. And if the roles were reversed, I would want to do it. And I would hope that you wouldn't limit me as I'm not limiting you. So, you know, as much as I would rather to have you here, you know, I can't just hold tight to you like some people that we know that, you know, try to smother people and not let them spread their wings and fly.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is something I feel I need. I feel that I strongly need to do, I want to do, I'm excited to do, and it's really nice having Matt's support to be able to do it again, round 2.
Yep.
Let's see. So we have lots of communication plans while we're out there on the trail this time. A little more than last time. I think will be a bit easier. So we do plan on keeping in contact every day. I have a Metro PCS, so the cell service is spotty. If you want better cell service, use a Verizon plan. They get much better service while you're out there. But Metro PCS is sufficient. We do plan on communicating every day. I also have a satellite device. In the past, I've used Spot and I've used Garmin InReach, and those are both great. The Garmin InReach app allows you to text each other, which is nice, but this time I'm using a different device called Somewhere. It's a similar app to a Garmin InReach, and we will be able to set that up and text each other.
Want to grab it?
No,
Okay.
I'm going to do a video on that another time. But yep, we'll be using a somewhere device so we can use a satellite to be able to communicate and text each other. So
Yeah, because the other device that you had, I'll be curious to see if this is the case, but the other device that you had made communication very difficult because if you think of the limit on MMS of being 160 characters, this thing really chopped it down to almost half of that, and then almost another half because it gave you a link within the text in order to reply if things didn't work right or have a location.
That's for Garmin InReach.
That was Garmin InReach. Yeah, that was very difficult. So I'll be curious to see if somewhere is different.
It's different, yep, and I'll report on that and let you guys know. Let's see. So this time when I went on the first thru hike in 2018, I did not come home at all. I stayed away the whole time. But this time it's going to be a little bit different. I plan to come home and visit Matt, visit the dogs a few more times throughout the trip. I think that'll be a lot easier.
It definitely will be. Yeah, I mean,
the
last in 2018 we went to go visit you, but you never came back home until you're done. There's let's see, we saw you in just north of Asheville, and then in Virginia, and then then I went up to Pennsylvania, just myself, and then we visited my grandparents or whatnot after that.
So this time we plan a few more home visits for me to come back home. I will see you in 2 weeks at right before the Great Smoky Mountains, because he'll come and pick up Summer, and then he'll come and bring her back. So I'll see him then, and then I'm gonna have sporadic trips along the trail to come home for a couple days here and there. We don't have any specific location or time frame of when that will be. It'll just be when we feel like it's time. And I have accessibility to either an airport or a rental car, and I'll come back, spend a couple days, and then go back on the trail. So that's our plan to visit and see each other. Let's see. And what is your thoughts and opinions on supporting me doing this trail?
I would support you however I can. If I was a hiker, I would be out there with you, or I would section hike with you. Unfortunately not, and just due to dietary restrictions, it would make things challenging and difficult, and work, of course, as well. So I would like to support you in any other ways that I possibly can, and I think I have.
You have.
Led up to this.
He is a huge support. He has always been completely supportive of everything I've wanted to do, with all the ultra races, with all the traveling, with the thru hike before, the thru hike now. He is. It really is beneficial for someone to have a strong home base and a strong connection with your partner, my husband. When you're doing these things, it makes you stronger out there, because you do run into low spots mentally, and you have your down days and your bad days when it's so hard out there. But just to know that you have someone so supportive and loving at home, that's going to root you on and is there for whatever you need, is extremely empowering. So I appreciate all of your support.
Of course.
With everything all the crazy ideas I've tried.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go out and run a 240-mile race, Moab.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yep.
We support each other, and it goes both ways. I support Matt in a lot of things that he does. He's gone through teacher training for yoga. He teaches a yoga class once a week, and all the different things that he does. He's a runner as well for shorter distances, and his diet is very challenging. So we both support each other in our own way. Even if I'm not a very good yogi. I'm not good at yoga. He is fantastic at it, and I do support him with everything he does with that. So just because he doesn't run long distance or hike the Appalachian Trail with me, he's still completely 100% supportive, and I try to reciprocate that with everything that he does.
So. And even you know, I mean, this isn't the biggest thing, but even maybe financially as well, at least back in more so in 2018, where you had to forego being a paramedic.
Right.
And, you know, we made it work. We have always made finances work. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's
Yeah,
just
we
something
try to
that,
budget, we try to plan, we try to be as careful and frugal as possible.
Yep. Yep.
And save up for these adventures. It's not easy to do, but with enough planning and preparation, it can be done. And if we've done it before, we're going to do it again.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so then what is your thoughts for after the trail? After I've completed it and coming home.
Fantastic. I'm happy you're home. It's great. You know, I just hope that you are able to maintain that happiness and that joy, because you are no longer out there. You have completed that journey, you know, so what is next, you know, because that's how your mind tends, I think, to work, is
right.
would like the next challenge.
Right. I don't stay stagnant for very long.
Yeah.
I always have to have a project, a goal, a plan. So I do have some plans in the works. Nothing is concrete yet, nothing set in stone, but I've got some options of things to do after the trail. We're going to see what pans out. But he knows me so well. He's absolutely right. The biggest challenge for me is going to be looking and planning for that next adventure or whatnot. So, yep. Look forward to that.
Absolutely. I agree. I think that is a good plan. Back in 2018, you had those races to look forward towards.
Right. I had the Triple Crown to do right after the trail. And then I started my own business with the online store. So that's kept me busy for the last couple of years.
Yep.
And that'll keep me busy after the trail again.
That's right.
So, okay, my last final question is, what are you going to do while I'm gone?
What am I going to do? Well, I have to work. I have two jobs that, one is just for fun, teaching yoga basically. But you know, it doesn't hurt to make a little bit on the side, you know, a side gig for whatever means is necessary. But and of course, my primary job, I'm still going to be here. In fact, I'm going to be on call all the month of January. So
yeah, he works
I will
in
be
IT,
busy.
so he works from home in IT. So he's pretty much tethered to the house.
Yeah,
when he's working.
yeah, tethered to the house,
he
tethered
can't
to
go
the
too far.
office. So
Yep.
But
Yeah, you got 3 dogs to take care
and
of.
3 dogs, yeah, exactly. So minus Summer, 1, 2, 3 over there. So yeah, it's going to be you know, a lot of work. Now the first time you did it, we didn't have all these pups. We only had Millie. However, Millie stayed with your mom. But you know, at the moment, that's not available really, especially with 3 dogs and such. They have a lot more, I'd say, fun and adventures over there because her mom has 3 other dogs that they all get along with. But that is also asking a lot. So I think this time, you know, it'll be good. Now they'll have to readjust a little bit as well. They'll have 1 less playmate. I would say that I'm not as interactive interactive as Stephanie is. Hey, what's the dealio?
She's tired.
Oh, she's tired. Okay, but she's going on the trail anyway. But so the other ones, they really do get along very well, and you know, so I'm gonna try to play with them and snuggle them as much, but it won't be as what they're used to. But that's okay.
Yep, they'll keep you busy.
They'll keep me busy for sure.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's our plans. That's our thoughts. That's how we're gonna get this thru-hike done. It's what's worked for us so far, and we've done it once. We're gonna be able to do it again. I'm very excited to get back out on the trail and live that trail life, that hiker life. It's so exciting. It's so fun to simplify your life so much. We live a pretty simple life anyway. We do try to be conservative, and we try to be as simple and I guess mindful, I guess you could say, as possible.
And somewhat minimal as well.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Minimal. That's it.
Mindful, minimal, both.
But being out on the trail and being a hiker is a whole different ballgame. It's so much fun to wake up and figure out the thoughts and things you have to figure out for the day is how far are you going to hike, what's the weather going to be like, what are you going to eat, and where are you going to sleep. and that consumes your decisions for the day. Of course, you have a few here and there other ones, but that's your main priorities every day. And to have those kind of priorities is a whole different mindset than you are here. Like here we have a roof over our head. We can go to the grocery store and get whatever food we want to eat. But it's fun to think, oh, I'm going to be in the woods for the next 4 or 5 days. I need to plan all of that out. So living the hiker lifestyle and having that hiker mindset is really fun being out there. And that's what I'm really looking forward to the most.
I'm envious of that, yeah, because things do simplify. And just as an example on my end, when we went on a cruise, so I do have a very restrictive diet. So I basically had a ration as well with the food that I brought on board. There were some foods that I could eat on board, but at the same time, things got very simple. There was no internet. We just woke up when the sun came up and then went to bed shortly after that. And you just, life becomes very simple and minimal. And that is very resetting in life.
It's almost like you can get into the moment and enjoy the moments more. It's like you're more present. So when you're out there and you're a hiker, you are in that moment. It's like all of the chaos and extra that is around you is toned down a lot. And you can really get into the woods, the trail, the hiker life, the lifestyle out there, especially for an extended period of time. And it's just such a life-changing and amazing experience that it's I can't wait to start. I'm looking forward to it. I wish he could go with me.
I wish so too.
That would be quite the challenge. Hopefully, maybe in the future you can do sections or little parts of it with me. But for him to do a thru-hike, we don't really see that in our future.
I mean,
we don't really see that. I mean, the amount
maybe once I retire, I don't know.
The amount of food that we'd have to take for him, it would be tough. But
I have to get a lot mentally stronger, physically stronger, emotionally stronger, dietarily stronger.
Because when you're a hiker out there, I mean, you can have a strict diet. It's possible to do. I've seen people do it, but it's tough. It's really tough. It's hard to be restricted out there. And I already eat a very whole food. I can basically eat very simplistic foods, but the problem is finding simplistic foods to take and
with, and that would be exactly.
It would be detailed. His diet gets very complicated.
I mean, if I could, I would survive on just oats, but we've tried that before, and that doesn't work. So,
but so hope you find some of this information helpful, or maybe get a little bit of peace of mind. This is how our setup is and what our plans are, and you're hearing it his own words. And if you guys have any other questions for us, just send us a comment and we'll try to answer them for you. All right, thank you so much.
Take care. Namaste.
Seeing eyes of mine, what do you feel beside? I don't know where we're gonna fly like you did sometimes.